Hello, guys. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a clicker game in Scratch. It is a very fun game. So let's get started. I am first going to open up Scratch. Now click Choose a Sprite. You could choose anything you want to be clicked on. I will choose this balloon. And now I'm going to increase its size to 120 to make it a bit bigger. Nice. Now let's choose a background. I am going to choose this nice bright light background. This. Nice. Now I'm gonna go to the events category and get a when the sprite clicked block and go to the sounds tab and get a sound block. Go to the sounds tab and choose a sound, and you could choose any sound you would like your character to play when you click on it. I'll choose this wood tap sound. It sounds like you're clicking on it. I'm gonna make it a bit louder so that it's nice to hear. And now go back to the code tab and from the menu select wood tap. Now whenever I click the balloon, it starts the wood tapping sound. Excellent. Now, so go to variables and click make a variable. Now you could call this score or points. I'm gonna call it points. And I am going to make it change points by 1. And when the green flag is clicked, I am going to set my points to 0. We want it to restart. And now I'm going to go back to the events category and get a when green flag clicked block. Forever. If then else. So you know that nice effect. So if it's touching my mouse pointer, I wanted to increase its brightness. And then like when you move your mouse away from it, it goes back to normal. So set brightness effect to 20, else set its brightness to 0. Now when I click the green flag and I touch it with my mouse pointer, it has this nice glowing effect and it starts that sound when you click on it. Great. And our points are increasing after all. Now, click choose a sprite and click paint. Now we are going to make a shop. I'm going to click the rectangle tool and set the color to white. You could choose any color to make your shop. And drag out one nice rectangle. And I'm going to make it a bit longer. Now, we're going to use the text tool and set the color to maybe black or whatever you like. And I'm going to type down shop. Now I'm going to choose a sprite. I am going to choose the apple and I'm going to place it on the shop. And now I'm also going to choose another one. I'll pick the bell and choose another sprite. I'm going to choose the birthday cake. And now let's click on the apple and say when the green flag is clicked, go to X and Y. This is its position. Now go to the events and get a when the sprite clicked block. So we are going to kind of like copy it. So like for when the green flag is clicked, we are going to make it show. And when we go to the apple and say when the green flag is clicked, go to its position. Then, but when this sprite is clicked, we are going to drag it to where we want it to go. We want it to go in the middle, and then glide 1 second to XY. And when this sprite is clicked, we will make it play a sound to click on it. Or first, now let's make an animation. First, we are going to set its size to 110. We will make it shrink and grow. So I'm going to put a wait block between these set size blocks, 0.06 seconds. Now it has this nice growing and shrinking animation effect. And I'm also going to make it start a sound. I'm going to choose this chomp sound. It sounds like you're eating an apple. Now go to variables and say change points by 1. We also want this to increase our points. Excellent. Now we are going to drag each of these blocks until it wiggles. Now we are gonna drag them to each sprite, and then when we see it, we see that they are the same, and we are gonna replace the go to XY because it has its own position, and now we are gonna drag it to the sprite until it wiggles, so it shows that we have the code over there. I'm gonna do the same for the cake. And now I'm not going to do the green flag go to XY because it has its own. And also this one, this right clicked block. And see, you've got the same code. And since it has its own position, I'm going to say when the green flag is clicked, go to its own X and Y. Nice, excellent. Now let's try it. Now I click on the balloon. I'm done playing with it. Now I click on the apple, it goes there, but the balloon is not hiding. We want the balloon to go away. And then we're gonna make it send a broadcast. Click on the apple and say, when this sprite is clicked, I'm gonna make it send an invisible broadcast message called message 1. Go back to the balloon and say, when I receive message 1, there's no space, I'm gonna put it over here. When I receive message 1, I am going to hide. That's why I put when the green flag is clicked, show. And when I click on the bell, we wanted to do the same thing. So I'm going to go to the bell and say when the sprite is clicked. So like when the green flag is clicked, make it go to its position. That's what we had to do. That's what we did to all sprites. Oh, I added the same code twice. So I'm also going to make it broadcast a new message called message 2. And I am going to go to the apple sprite and say, when I receive message 2, I'm going to make it hide. And when the green flag is clicked, I am going to make it show. I'm going to do the same thing for the cake. And say when this sprite is clicked, glide 1 second and then broadcast message 3. Now click on the bell or your character and say when I receive message 3, then I am going to make it hide. And when the green flag is clicked, show. Let's try it out one more time. Now, it starts with the balloon. I click on it. I click on the apple. It goes. Nice. The balloon disappeared. Now, the bell also does the same thing. And the cake is also good. Nice. Excellent. Just what we wanted. Great. And I don't want it to play this chomp sound for the cake. I am going to choose a sound from the sounds tab. Maybe I'll play the bite sound and make it and play it. Now go to the code tab and say when the sprite is clicked, start sound bite and then do the animation. I'm going to do the same for the bell and make it start sound this bell toil. It's a bit too long, so I'm going to go to the sounds tab and select everything that I do not want and hit delete, backspace on my computer. We want a short sound, like this. Go back to the code tab, and my cake starts this bite sound. Nice. That's what I wanted to show you today. Bye, and see you in the next video.